Elon's tweet and the impact to your industry. He said, we're going to have 50 million H100 equivalents in 5 years from now. And everybody started to feverishly do the math, because if he has 50 million H100 equivalents, then OpenAI will have that much or more, Meta will have that much or more, Google, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Can you just explain to us laymen what that means, what he just said, and how it impacts your business?
One of the biggest observations about AI is that there's the industry of applications that AI has created. It's a revolutionary technology. Every industry will be revolutionized. New applications will be created, so on and so forth. That all the things that we know. Agentic AI, reasoning AI, robotics AI, so on and so forth. We know all those things now. Every industry, healthcare, education, transportation, you name it, manufacturing, all revolutionized. The one part that we observed and made a great contribution to is that in order to sustain those applications, you need factories of AI. You have to produce AI. Unlike software, you write the software and that's it. In the case of AI, you have to continuously produce it, generate the tokens.
Right.
In a lot of the same ways that energy production was a large part of the economy a couple, 200-300 years ago, I think it actually peaked out at 30%.
Yep.
There's going to be a whole industry of just producing tokens. And this is going to be the new infrastructure, just as we have the energy production infrastructure, we have the internet infrastructure, and we got to build out that plumbing. And now we have to build out the AI infrastructure. My sense is that we're probably, a couple of $100 billion, maybe a few $100 billion into a multi-trillion-dollar infrastructure build-out.
Per year.
Yeah.
What about manufacturing?
And the reason for that is because you want the new infrastructure, which increases revenue, drive your cost down.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
What about manufacturing in the U.S.? So where are we? We've seen stories of TSMC in Arizona. We asked this question earlier about how it's going. Is the U.S. equipped? What is it going to take for us to get there, to have onshore fabs?
First of all, you guys know you're talking about the United States. I know that there's lots of concerns and everybody's worried about competition and things like that, but we are talking about America here. This is unquestionably the most technology-rich country in the world, and this is the most innovative countries in the world. And the computer industry I have the honor to serve is the single greatest industry our country has ever produced. I think we could acknowledge that.
Yep.
The level of leadership of the computer industry, the technology industry, is just unimaginable worldwide. And so this is our national treasure. This is one of our country's assets. We have to make sure that we continue to advance it. Onshoring. Next generation manufacturing is going to be insanely technology driven. Robotics technology, AI technology. You're going to have factories that are going to be orchestrated by AI, orchestrating a whole bunch of robots that are AI, building products that are effectively AIs, right? So you're going to have this in layers of inception. And the amount of technology necessary to create that is really insane. I love President Trump's vision, bold vision, of reindustrializing the United States. That entire band of industry that's missing, we outsource too much of it, frankly. We don't need to insource all of it, but we ought to bring onshore the most advanced, the most economy sustaining, driving, national security enhancing parts of the industry. People always degrade down to tennis shoes. We don't have to go there. We just manufacture chips and AI supercomputers. In Arizona and Texas, we will, in the next 4 years, probably produce about $500 billion worth of AI supercomputers. That $500 billion worth of AI supercomputers will probably drive a few $1 trillion worth of AI industry.
Right.
And so that's only in the next several years. And they're doing great. Arizona's doing great.